on Saturday night is where we're going to end the show when something that's been long overdue takes place. Lou Whitaker, sweet Lou Whitaker's number is going to be retired by the Detroit Tigers on August 6th. And it is something that should have happened a long time ago. See, Lou Whitaker is, in the annals of baseball history, one of the most forgotten about better players that has ever played the game. In fact, when you look on Fangraphs or you look on Baseball Reference, he's towards the top in wins above replacement. And for whatever reason, someone who is so integral to a championship team, a team that started the season 35-5 in 1984, a man who is a part of the greatest double play combination of all time, who played 20 years in the major leagues, was off of the Hall of Fame ballot after one vote. It's criminal, actually. And I actually wrote an article about how the Hall of Fame is just a mere formality until Lou Whitaker is inducted. Because even in other attempts, he has been snubbed. And he is the greatest Hall of Fame snub of all time. And I just don't understand it. And yet, for whatever reason, it has also taken the Tigers organization a bit of time to actually recognize Lou as well. When Tram's number went up, when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame rightly, you know whose number should have gone up right next to him at the exact same time? His double play partner, Lou Whitaker. I'm going to give you some stats. And we compare second basemen. There are actually 14 second basemen with a lower WAR than Lou Whitaker that are in the Hall of Fame. And I know WAR is not an end-all stat, but it's a good indication. You're talking about a guy who, over his career, brought the Detroit Tigers, according to Baseball Reference, 75 wins above a replacement player. That's up there. Now, let's compare him to some Hall of Fame second basemen, namely Joe Morgan, Roberto Alomar, and Ryne Sandberg. When you look at Lou's stats compared to these guys, he has a higher average than Joe Morgan. He has a higher on-base percentage than Ryne Sandberg. He has just a 1 point lower slugging percentage than Joe Morgan. He hit more home runs than Roberto Alomar. He drove in more runs than Ryne Sandberg. And has a defensive WAR that is higher than all three of them. Not to mention, he has a higher WAR than Ryne Sandberg for his career. He has a higher WAR than Roberto Alomar for his career. And he's got a World Series win. He has the same amount of silver sluggers that Roberto Alomar has and 3 more silver sluggers than Joe Morgan has. And none of these other 3 guys were named Rookie of the Year. Sure, Lou doesn't have the All-Star games. He's got 5 compared to 10 for Morgan and Sandberg and 12 for Alomar. He's got 3 Gold Gloves, though, as opposed to 5 for Morgan. It's not that much of a difference. Why is he not getting his due? And why have the Tigers waited so long to do this? I am so happy for Lou Whitaker this Saturday. Because finally, someone in baseball, even though it took a long time, But finally, the organization that he gave 20 years to and brought a world, or helped bring a World Series championship to this town, the last one that we've experienced, is getting his due. So thankfully, no other Tiger will wear number 1 again. And on that back brick wall of Comerica Park, just to the left of the fountains, hanging next to number 3, his teammate, and number 47, his teammate as well, is going to be a number 1, and on the bottom of it's going to say Whitaker. Because Sweet Lou deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And even if Cooperstown can't get it right, at least Chris Ilitch and the Detroit Tigers organization finally did.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what?